Hello, beautiful ether. Sitting here de-rusting some hooks because the eyes are good. Hello, y'all, Beer James. Sitting here organizing some tackle because planning on getting fishing for the next few days, and had some interesting things to also show. I've never seen a little bolt wrench. I've been digging in tackle box, so my hands are filthy right now. But it's just such an interesting and useful little design, and it saves so much space. I haven't seen one before this moment, and set that aside to show, as well as this mason jar paint sprayer. And you hook it up to your air here, and you can adjust this. A little mason jar. I have it sweet because then you can keep a bunch of different colors, right? That's what I picture, anywho. And then this is a look. This lighting is really bad, but I think it's okay. This. Isn't that interesting? That diamonds shape on it, and it just goes down there, and it tempts, and it excites the fish, and they just go for it. And really a bunch of interesting stuff, actually. And I personally grew up fishing, however, it's not really something that I ever put too much thought in. The light is directly overhead, so I don't want it to like seem like a sinister stream, sinister lighting. Let me think. Going through my dad's tools and organizing things. Here you go. Just, what am I gonna do without lighting? It's pretty bad. But, so the top, no, it's not. The tackle box is over there. But anywho, so got all the hooks out and just organized them. Anything that had 0 bits of rust on it, especially in the eyes, because that could degrade your string or your line. And it's really good. A few of these, because finally getting the boat, starting the process of getting the boat back on the water, which is, it's just a fishing boat, no cabin, nothing like that, just a fishing boat. And but these are for trolling. And tomorrow I'm hoping to get back to the pier. I think I'm gonna go in the direction of selling bait, not just arrangement. Let's see. And these work so well. So well. And you could like juice them up with some shrimps or squid, or put little hunks of squid on them, and then they get hit even quicker. And these are for your bait fish. However, I'm thinking these sand perch will be more than happy. Sand perch is a bait fish used for catching snapper. That's what I've always heard. However, it's delicious. It's a small fish. And I believe the variety that we usually go for is the Morjara, is a Mojara. M-O... Shoot, let's see. My backpack. Don't think y'all have seen my backpack before. I'll show you what's in it. Got Atlantic Coast fishes. My grandpa's had it since I was middle school. Shells. It's like a very species. Bait, swing, and tackle, which is, this is a classic. Really, really handy. However, my knot failed. I hooked something really big and my knot failed. And I just followed it a little too close. It's like wrap your knot 3 times, and I did it 3 times, but no, you should do it a few times. But that's where talking to people who are more experienced comes into play, and that's always my goal with any interest that I ever come across, is to find people that are experienced in it and just have conversation. I really like talking to people, and I really like talking to people about things that I discovered, like comparing notes. Okay, so we got Florida Incredible Wild Edibles, Florida's Edible Plants, Florida Lore, Florida. Born and raised Palm Beach County, and I don't think I'll ever Erie, Florida. And my personal Bible right now, Eat the Weeds. But it's between this and this. I'm good. I'm good. And then this notebook. And oh yeah. Fishing. I'll do that in 2 seconds. But I love this bag. Because like, but I really want to find more. This has, and fits all my books and nothing else does. So here's your Sudoku. You got 2 books each and unlimited live bait. So right now I'm trying to figure out a really easy method to make. Oh yeah, shoot, Mojara. I told myself to remember this page. Alright, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with the, well, I didn't mean to say it so aggressively. You don't have to deal with anything that you don't want to deal with, but the sinister lighting is directly overhead. And, Mojara. Or Majora. Majora sinister. Mojara. So it is Mojara, Mojarras. So schooling coastal fishes with extremely producible mouths for capturing bottom-dwelling invertebrates. Abundant in coastal waters, bays, and estuaries in tropical and warm temperate regions. Most common on grassy, sandy, and other open bottoms, not on reefs. Mojaras are small. Few species reach a foot, or 31 centimeters, and larger ones are good food fish, also used for bait, and it's an important forage species, which I've known of sand perch my whole life because it's my dad's favorite, personally. Sand perch and cobia. So favorite small fish, sand perch, and favorite large fish, cobia. And let me show you some. Where is it? There's the Borees. Which are, okay. So, there you go. Will has gotten these on film at Blue Heron. Irish Pompano really looks like it, but maybe I really want to catch one with the mindset I have now, so I could really figure out the species and get way more efficient. Oh yeah, parrotfish. Rainbow parrotfish, incredible. Seabirds, they make sand, they poop sand. Hope you're having a beautiful night, Yellowbeard James Gibson, if you're still here. I'm visiting my parents on the coast and trying to find some work, actually. Now I'm talking anything. Dock hand, mate. I mean, that's like a dream, but I know it's very far-fetched. I may or may not, like, switch my name from Jamie to James on my resume, because I don't care what anybody says, like, I feel it. I feel like I'm a very, well, obviously I don't dress like this trying to get dock work. And there's a diesel boat that sells diesel and gasoline, and my aunt actually worked on that for decades. So I thought that would be cool. And then there's marinas. I applied at cruise lines, a few cruise lines, for just basic things. Stocking shelves. Not like service or solitary jobs. I apply for solitary jobs. At this point in life, yeah. And, I really like the idea of just getting a quick job at a restaurant, but I just feel too, like, out of place right now. Like, in between life stages, life phases. Really gorgeous. And best part. I love how everything had hearts on it back then, it seems. And the best fonts. And colors. I get that it's yellowed. Maybe the yellow made the blue look a little more turquoise. But it's so beautiful. So I'm going to take it home and put it in between parchment paper and iron it. And put it in a little frame. It's about the same size as a 45 record. So I'm thinking that my dad's asleep, so I didn't really want to wake him up and be like, I'm streaming. And so I just figured. I figured out how to mute it just in case. For respect. My dad wants to go on streams, but he fell asleep. So I put on the perfect storm. I think it was, I forgot what was on the television. Just like television was on the television. And, perfect storm is, trying to get into this lighting, and it's just not happening. Just have to not pay attention. I'm not here to win a beauty show, whatever the phrase is. Now, apparently I'm here to fish. I don't ask myself many questions. I just, and here I am. And we got all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna hold 2 of these, because I just have to go in Tuppence at least once with these as earrings and just, like, get a tie chart. And Tuppence is, bait and tackle store. I have to bring my dad's pole. I should grab it to shoot. It's probably right in front of me. Oh. It's not my dad's pole, but it's my mom's pole. It's, let's see. There's like wood slats. It's an old house, but it's, I can't look at this lighting, and you're at a weird angle. So, and my ringers. You know what? I'll be right back. Making lures. Yes, I've actually made quite a few. However, I don't think they're really useful. I think they're more decorative. But I do try the UV resin on the, trying to make something. I have so much glitter, so much like opalescent mylar, stuff like that for jewelry. But check it. It's my mom's pole. Alright. But yeah, it's so nice. I really like the color combination. Like, I got one, I would grab it, but all the poles are kind of grouped together, and if I grab one, they're all just gonna bounce together. But, was that my jacket? I'm looking for my jacket this whole time. But, there's Walmart, and Walmart has some dang good prices on them poles. I'll tell you what. I was quite surprised, because everything has just gotten to a really steep, bunch of overpriced crap these days. Like, this dress is plastic, 100% plastic, it really is. 97% polyester, and 3% elastane. It's horrible, that's why I use it for wearing briefly when derusting hooks. Oh, that one's nice. And as you can see, I just don't like wasting anything, and all these hooks are good. They just need a little meditation action. Well, I suppose it would be easy. So, before, after. So that's quite a nice little maker. Let's take a screenshot. Yeah. Should I find a bed? I feel like that was like a jump scare. Oh, I could tie it onto the chair. That's how I'm also very tired. Went yesterday to, not yesterday. Oh, missed 2 days. This sucks. That sucks. My dad's back is really shot, so kind of working with that. No, how do I do? Just my regular. Because weights will trigger the touch screen. Some golf tees. Well, I suppose I could just or getting us back at this. It's just the lighting is really bad. It's just I can't get out of it. It's really hot in here. I've been moving around town, organized so many tools. Didn't know where most of them are, but I do now, which is the best feeling. There's this group on Facebook called What Is This? And it's just to identify random objects. And, for instance, a bunch of random metal bits and bags. I don't know, maybe it's just me, I'm just overthinking it. Because I know what I look like, and I look like, different. The lighting is just weird. Anyway. Tomorrow I have to rent a top ends also to, oh, that's what I was talking about. Exchange a pole. Well, not exchange it, to try to learn about the lifetime warranty. It's a GL Loomis, so GL2, and Gucci, it was a Gucci roll pole, but lifetime warranty for the original owner, which is, my dad's the original owner. He just, his back literally is shattered. Shattered discs in his spine. They want to do surgery, but the insurance denied it. So trying to rework all that because he can't move, and trying to get the boat back on the water, and that's gonna take a few weeks, and running out of time, really. And I get that the ocean's always there, but this is the only time that he can really go in the water because it's his lower back the discs are shattered, so he has to go when it's bathwater, absolutely flat. Can't really go when it's rough at all. And I'm gonna get my boating license, and I'm sure Koblock is going to too, because not only for boats, but also jet skis. Anybody after 80, 88 or 89, 87, I don't know, something like that, has to get a boat license. My parents didn't have to get one, and I think I have a few opinions on that, actually. I feel like it's a $46 thing online. I think they're better off not having that. Well, I feel like at this point it's too late. But it gives like a false self-confidence, or false sense of confidence, and in my opinion. And I feel like with just they're better off just being hyper aware, but I don't know. I've been watching a lot of videos about capsizing, and I get that cell phones are relatively recent, but so many and just like really, really simple things. And I get like when you're like in that, like Boynton Inlet is notoriously really, really dangerous. A lot of capsizing, a lot of sinking, and but it happens like it's a surreal. Like if you just see boat sinks in inlet, and you'll see quite a few eventful. I don't want to do that at all. And so I really want to become efficient by way of offering a hand to anyone with any form of oceanic experience, because I want to know what to look for, like read the waves, and especially for deep sea. I usually always preferred like seeing the little ones, but I want to get out of that because there's a lot of water out there. And for the last few years, there hasn't been many bites at Lake Worth Pier, but it coincides with some like monster fishing, like bad. So I'm thinking like it's just overfished and that. Like you can see the Gulf Stream. I wait for a ship to go by and you can see the Gulf Stream. And it just sucks. I wish I could like assemble a group of like vigilantes. We go out in the break it down. No, not the break it down. Like the middle of the night, pitch black out there. And I bring in all the cast nets. Not cast nets. Drift nets. Not the ones that like steer fish. I'm talking the ones that like get everything. Because I know there's a bunch of different like things, and I'm sure there's. I mean, I know there's so much that I don't even know. I've never even heard of. Like I was reading about ribbon rigs, and banned in Florida. I'm not sure all parts of Florida, because they're an entanglement or snare device. But ribbon rigs, and it's just like wire rings with a ribbon, and they swim through it and get stuck. And it's like gill something. Gill protect. I need to start writing things down again. I don't know why I haven't. This has a good bite out of it, and I'm just gonna toss it in the rest. And it's plantains, planters, peanuts. And it's just rusty hooks. A rusty hook reciprocal, if you will. And it's kind of fine. And I quite like tedious work like this. I wish. Oh, okay. I wish that I had like I could read and do this. I wish. I guess what other things called Kindles or something. I don't know. I'm starting to kind of see the value of that because I do like hard copy, but to be able to press play on those would be really cool. And like have it on a screen in front of me or something. But really want to learn how to read weather maps and the flags. And find the fish. I really want to try to catch some vermilion snapper because they like structure. And structure meaning like sunken ships, sunken pylons, structure. And deep. Not terribly deep, but deep. I think over like I just wrote it down. I cannot believe it. But that's why I'm making literal flashcards. I pulled some out with some colored pencils. I'm gonna draw the fish that are in this exact area for the next few months. because there's a bunch that migrate, like the cobia. And you can see a ton. There's not a lot of bites, but I did catch a bunch of butterfish, and I just gave them all to this Vietnamese man. He was really stoked about it. I tried to ask them if they were good and like learn about like what you could do with it, but he told me that Americans don't eat it and Vietnamese. And I was like, he really likes these fish. So I had the time of my life catching fish after fish with the sabiki. But I am gonna find some recipes and give one a go because they were small. They were small. But I tell you what, so are sandperch. And this is just a knife sharpener. It came with a dive knife that Code Lock got me to swim at Blue Heron because it's right next to a fishing pier. It's so cool. So I have a really kind of, I guess, dorky or whatever video idea, and it's a Bobo take on I wanna be where the people are, and because you snorkel a little under the bridge, and then you go fishing. Take a break, whip it out. Oh, I have my dad's book knife on me. It cut through squid like nobody's business, so I got to use it for that purpose while I'm here. I'm very excited about it. He got it in the 80s, so it's vintage, and no, but it's beautiful. I tried to find one, but they don't feel the same because I just want the same exact one. So $150. But I have a bunch of like knives and pokey things, but nothing that could catch a fish. The closest I think that's nearly catch a fish, clean a fish. The closest thing that I have that's sharp enough is a steak knife that I just kind of sharpen when I'm bored. And it's the thinnest steak knife, and it has a really sharp point to it, so I'm thinking that's probably gonna be the best for that purpose. Then, and I saw ice and everything like that. I plan on pier fishing for a while. It's gonna take a while for my dog's back is really bad, so I'm here to kind of like do some housework between my mother's coma and my dad's literal broken back. It's been non-stop, so a lot of stagnant days. So they can't be lifting boxes and stuff. So I came and organized everything. I don't know why. I really like organizing tools, especially if there's a bunch where I don't know what they are, because it's like, I don't know, it's really fun. And I could post pictures on that group. What is this? Yes. I'm getting a little burnt out on rusting hooks. But all of those done though. And these are quite nice. I wish I could grab the pole to show you. I've been using the one that I've been using since I was a kid. And the pole itself is very 70s palette of colors, but it's rigid, very rigid. Nice amount of eyes, and a spinner reel, so I don't bunch it up. I don't know what the other reels are called, but I bunch them up really bad, especially the ones that don't have the automatic like guide. You have to keep your thumb on it. Yeah, right. There's no. I could barely remember to set the tension, and so when I go tomorrow, because I could bring that bigger pole. A few days ago I went with the pole that I grabbed from Walmart. It was $30, and it came with a little tackle box, which I have here. I had nothing with me, so it was perfect. I've just been adding some little things. These I'm not going to use, but I'm going to make smaller versions with ball chain and just use scrap metal to bend the hooks. These would be hilarious earrings. Well, not hilarious, And then you could add charms to the hooks. And they won't be so quite as big. Although I should make a large size. But look at that. You fishy, fishy, fishy. I used to feel really bad catching fish, and I actually spent years from fishing, which I don't advise. And I was never all that serious. I just enjoy it sitting there. You have some, and there's just a lot, and I just I want to be actually more just efficient in it, not more efficient. I want to be efficient in it because I'm not very efficient. Excluding like the few things that I know how to target, but that's because again, I was just casually fished, and then when I fished with my dad, there were always like something on the hook because just years of experience, and that's what I'm looking for right now. Anybody, all walks of life, all waters, and I really want to essentially interview people, and I would want to stream it, and you don't have to be on camera, but I do want to interview people and stream it so it's forever on the internet, and don't have to wait for me to edit anything, because I want to learn how to edit efficiently, but unfortunately I got too sidetracked and walk away and kind of forget that I'm doing that in the first place. And I tried to edit together all the St. Augustine footage from Codeblock's birthday, but every video I downloaded, it would put it like in random places, like it was hiding Easter eggs. So unfortunately, I have to admit I gave up pretty quick on editing long videos right now, because my disk space is full on that, and just little things like that, which make it like, rather than just editing a video, it's pushing a boulder uphill, and I have a bad tendency of roughing it to the point I'm doing that. Like I don't mind roughing it, because that's where like my creativity like really shines, and that's why I wouldn't mind trying one of those survival shows, and I'm not just saying that. And like, you can ask my dad, he talks the most shit about me out of anybody on this entire planet, but even he's like, yeah, she could do that. I'm just too self-content, and I like doing I wish I could find more people in my vicinity that enjoyed cooking outside, bathing in the sea, and like outdoor like water biggle showers and fires, just cooking everything outside, and fish, and homemade beef jerky, because for some reason I have yet to even attempt making beef jerky, or really have any homemade. I mean, my dad's friend hunts quite extensively, so we get a lot of venison. And my childhood friend raises cows, come to find out. And then come to find out another childhood friend is on a fishing vessel in Alaska fishing for salmon. Just, what a treat. And, like I said, I've been applying to places. I really want to learn all I can. If anybody has any uncles or dads or grandpas that fish, sure. I haven't given much thought about hunting. I personally don't think I would, I don't know why. But I have nothing against it. Nothing against it at all. And I will gladly, like, I'm trying to say it, like, eat, hunt. Like, I have nothing against it. Like, over hunting on mass scale, like corpus farm, whatever. Like, I think that's what, I wish I wish pirates would just take the drift nets and then the boats. I'm just kidding. I can't wish for stuff like that, right? But those drift nets, they get sea turtles, dolphins. And I'm not talking dolphin fish, like porpoise. Or not porpoise, but here. But I don't think. But they're really, really just hell on earth. And I get there's so many of those little things that are just like shark fins. Anything where it's throwing alive. Not even thinking about it. I'm with Gordon Ramsay on that one. Or was it the other guy? Whoever was like more livid. I think that is really dark. I love sharks. And Lake Worth Pier, you could drop your GoPro and see a ton. See a ton. And I can't imagine. Seeing a shark, like, helpless already is very... Because... I don't know. Like, what scares a predator must be pretty scary. But that's not even scaring a predator, that's just, like... That's, like, soulless behavior, no thanks. Whoever, like, partakes in that... And, like, the thing is, I throw back most of the fish. I have... And if I don't know what it is, I throw it back. And... the... fish I would catch would be fish that would... I would eat, and that's real, clean food. Yeah, kebab! Check it. For de la shore. Ow! I sat on that too long, I think. So, on these weights, and these pyramid weights, you would put on the doors out, and actually, you could just clip it to your pole. But you'd have to keep all these empty, so I don't get that. I think that's kind of... Why not just tie it to the thing? But anyway. Just like this is just kind of gathering what I can. And a few of these weights are actually from the pier in Blue Heron. But at the triangle weight, pyramid weight, gets you to that bottom quick. And like, I don't know why. I just like these ones a lot. Trolling weights. More pyramids. Oh, those are pretty. And oval weights, egg weights, whatever you call them. Bunches of people. I'm waiting for the tackle box to dry. That's why it's all lingering right now. So, and yep, and these are open. You see the eyes are open, so you can make your own troll hooks and put as many as you want. Maybe that's how you catch a bluefin. I'm not sure how to catch a bluefin because they're big bad boys. I would want to catch a bluefin only to sell it. Yeah, so I am not only looking to fish, I'm literally looking to fish full-time and to fish myself to a financial base level. But look at that old pack of Aberdeen hooks. There you go, Code Lock. Some swivels. These are really pretty. I used to use all this stuff for jewelry when I was younger. And these are swivels with a weight clip attached. There's a big weight clip. And you could put this directly on your line. That go on your line. So it could swing. And that will pull the fish, your bait, You see got some hooks left. So 2. Oh, and then the teasers. I think they're called teasers or skirts. But they really like them. And my dad's friends, I asked him what his like go-to or swear by tackle was, and he said Cuda tube. Not even kidding. It's a Cuda tube. And Cuda tube is just like this bright kind of like this stuff, and make your own lures for way cheaper because I got a bunch of lures, but they're sentimental. These ones are for freshwater, and there's a few in here you can use for anything, but see, they're for like bass. These snag hooks. These are gorgeous. Ow. Oops. Gorgeous. These are made in England. Oh, code lock. I'll give you a lure to bring, because these are for freshwater. I have to put it in something that it won't get stabbed through. Oh, I think, like, exhaustion has finally hit me. I've been kind of going non-stop at this, but I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time, because there's plenty of hooks. I should just put these in an overstock jar. Because I got these in case I catch something big. Because I'm still a little jumpy. It's been a few years since I've handled live fish. And like I use a glove right now because I hesitate. And I feel that hesitation and I know I'm going to get stabbed to shit. Because the spines are very sharp. Some have teeth. Snapper have teeth. And code lock, seen them in the fried snapper. And that's why you use this wire leader, and this one's already set up. It's got a big old hook on it and swivel, so you just put it on your line. And there's leader, like, use this string, very important. 50-pound tug, thick boy, and you can use this as leader. But for those toothed buddies, you're gonna want to use wire leader. £20, 30, 20. That's wire. No way. My knot failed, and I'm really not. I'm not like upset. Like, I'm just it's a memorable one. So not many bites, right? And we saw something breach the water huge, and huge, beautiful whitish silver. Didn't get a look at his face. Not really the tail either. It kind of looked forked, but it was huge. I hooked it twice. My dad might have hooked it once, but I hooked it twice, and the first time the knot failed. I only wrapped it 3 times. I'm really embarrassed that I did that, because I haven't really been able to ask anybody in person and like get hands on, like, this is how you do it. And then when I go online, I just got too sidetracked, dude. So I've been sticking it to this, and it keeps saying wrap 3 times on everything. It seems. It doesn't seem, but just on that one knot that I was using. One knot I deployed. And now it's like, I don't know why I did that. Because it clearly shows a bunch of wraps. Oh no, that's a different knot. This is the improved clench. It looks nice. There's this board game I really want. It's pretty much the only board game at this point in life that I really, 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 really want. Knots. It's Knots, and it comes with a sand castle, and see. Time bottle? Hourglass? Hourglass. And you get the card that shows you the knot and like what rope you have to use, and you only get a few, like that that hourglass to like look it over, and then you have to do the knot as fast as possible. And I think that's very valuable, very vital. I wish that was like a thing in all schools, like elementary school. I always wondered why like school doesn't, obviously taxes, but also had to care for like that. It's just look at that dude, I swear to God. I don't know why people that know me personally send me incessant political articles. You just don't know me at all, I suppose. And great. Thought we were friends. Really cared for you. I'm just kidding. But seriously, like, I beg at this point. I don't know. That's why I'm taking a leap of faith right now. I'm just so spent on, I don't want to say modern society. I love modern society. I really do. It's just it's so negative, and it's just putting me in a really bad, like what is the point type of mentality. And I know very well that, like, it's just because I was watching too much news, and like, you just feel powerless or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, it just doesn't make you feel good. I don't know why I'm trying to explain that, but I feel like that's pretty universal. And I have such low energy at this point with everything in my personal life that I will just keep to myself. And I'm talking in like physical world, like where my physical being is. And yeah, so the only place that time melts but not in that chaotic, like, oh my God, it's slipping through my hands, the sands of time. It's the best possible. And casting pulls, every cast is satisfying. Sometimes it gets caught. Got caught on my bracelet, but you're constantly in a hello stranger. You're constantly in a space of like curiosity, excitement, discovery, and like interest peaks at all times. And if something's too big, like people will instantly rush over to help. And like if it swims under the pier, people will like I guess jump to scare the fish out. Sounds horrible. But clean food. I'm sorry that this country has to ship all of our Publix, not a single Florida catch. Like, it's a Florida, not a single Florida fish. Here, there's like one or two. Very shocked that they have cobia. So give credit where it's due. But it's right down, it's like 20 minutes away. A whole one. A whole one. Clean water, know exactly where it comes from. One reason why I haven't got to try blue crab, I really want to try blue crab. Well, I have a blue crab, soft shell crab. Soft shell crab is blue crab, just in molting. And I really want that, but they're the one thing that thrives in the intercoastal here in Lake Worth. Like, I know this abandoned tennis court, zillions, millions, billions of blue crabs is really beautiful. And because they are a gorgeous crab, but that water, there's no way. There was just no way. All props to those who feed from the lagoon, because there's just no way. Blue heron is different, obviously. The or the inlet's right there, and yeah, if you Lake Worth actually pumps sewage into it, And I don't know why they can't be arrested for that. Because that's fucked up. It really is. Especially if you swim blue heron and read the sign that says Lake Worth Lagoon and you're like, oh my god, this is the same body of water. I do see they're putting in estuaries and like, I'm guessing like oyster mounds, which they've been talking about doing that for like decades. And why isn't anybody planting coral at Blue Heron? Like the thrive rate, I've never seen anything so condensed and so accessible and really nice. Like with Pier, it's really nice because the whole time you're fishing, you look down and you see stingrays, sharks, all sizes, tons of barracuda, tons of needlefish, little shits. Their shirt, I can't thank you. Oh no, did I leave it outside? No. Left it outside. A little girl gave me the jaw of a needlefish, and the big ones are really, really intensely greenish blue, really nice. And the small ones, but they're little toothy needle noses. They just like strip your hook clean. Like you'll see that baby shining when you're reeling it back in. And unfortunately, I didn't bring any bait from like any like Gucci bait. You look for the shrimp here. You look for the shrimp with the black line down it. And the the little girl even told me that. She was like, yeah, this shrimp isn't the good kind. You have to get the kind with the black line. And it's a whole world. And it's like one of the best ones. And I feel really, I don't know. I feel like I wasted my whole life not spending it on the surface of the ocean. The Atlantic, the Gulf Stream, it's right there. It's right there, like, right there. It's genuine. You can see it. You can see it. It's right there. I'm sorry for this really sinister lighting. I feel like I'm telling ghost stories because I get the shadows. But if anybody has any experience or fishing stories, this is a mental break. No, just kidding. No, this is a late blooming, one of those corpse flowers. But I'm really excited, and I feel like myself, and I feel useful, because I really do like to fish, and so the first day, I was out there, was it 8, did I say it was? I can't remember when I got there. I left around 3, a little after 3, 3:15 to be, like, totally exact, because, high tide, and it was at 3, and I, like, sat and looked at it and down in the water for a long while, and, then the next day, when my dad's out, my dad's back short, and so I brought a chair, and they just have benches, hard benches, we wouldn't have been able to do it at all, and so I just made sure to bring it. He kept saying he had one, but I just needed to make sure one ended up on the pier. And brought a little bucket, and was there for 7 hours, which was great. 6 to 7 hours. We were a little late a few times at the parking meter. Lake Worth Beach, free 4-hour parking for handicap. If you have a handicap decal with those, the things that you hang from your rear view mirror. And if the handicap spots are taken, you can actually use any other parking spot except for permit parking, beach permit parking, you can use any parking spot. So I feel like that's really good to know. And Lakewood Beach is great. The pool's closed temporarily, but I'll be real. Code Lock, I've grown up in that thing, has said that like 80 million times. And it stays closed for a long time, but I really want that thing open. It was a big deal when it opens because it was an Olympic-sized pool. And then there's the baby pool to learn how to swim. And then there is the half and half. And then when you had to complete your swimming test, you have to jump off the dive board. And I am old enough to remember when there was a dive board. And when I did my swimming test there for, I don't know what it was for, but they taught us how to use our jeans to make life vests, which you just tie your legs together, put it around your head, and then where your legs go in, you just go like that, and it traps air in it. And then when it, you know what? I feel like that would be really hard with wet jeans. Maybe not. I don't really remember. It's a very long time ago. But I remember that much. And this is just a knife sharpener, and I'm not really doing anything other than knocking any rust off. I want these boys to shine for the Atlantic. And other one in here. These are good sand perch hooks. Perfect size. I'm not exactly sure the sizes. Tomorrow when I'm at Tuppence, I'm gonna ask if they have a guide. But maybe I don't even need that. Maybe I should just bring this, and I won't remember any of the sizes. Wait a minute, let me think. I don't know. Maybe I'll just try to remember the sizes. But no. This movie is really intense because there's actually a family. Let me think. Chuck and Harold's. The original owners of Chuck and Harold's, which is a classic Florida restaurant. Oop, hook on the ground. Real quick, because I will. Did I find it? With my foot? Can't drop. Can't drop that. Let's see. Got a 6-footer. Cast net. Probably not gonna bring that, but there's a 3-footer. And then I have one at Code Locks. It's got the waves. Which when I was a kid, I was like, this is actually really nice. You can't see it. And I can't stand on this piano bench, unfortunately, because it's kind of falling apart. But it looks really cool. Yeah, it drapes really interesting. It's that high fashion hot tackle. So, excuse me. I've been talking a lot because I've been catching up with my parents. So I'm talking even more. I haven't played Call of Duty in a few weeks, so I'm probably going to be quite rusty. I wish there was some form of offline live games. There has to be some more to do with the cell phone jammer in this area. And Code Lock, like, I don't know if he's still here, but he could definitely defend that theory, because it's just inexplainable. We're pretty much one of the tips of the Bermuda Triangle here in Lakewood. But when I was a kid, I was like, this is such a flex. Because, I don't know. But I love this state more than I love myself, quite frankly. I always have, but I'll be real. I almost lost my mom, the pandemic, whatever. I watched the debate, alright. I don't remember a single thing. It was just, I don't remember a single thing. So, I will be in international waters. If anybody needs me. Armed. Because it's international waters. Pirates are very real. Pirates are very... I'm not talking about, like, Spanish pirates in the 1500s. Because they were very real, too. But... if you go to St. Augustine, it's a wonderful experience. But, pro tip from Code Lockups, I would also agree with this. Go during the winter. It'll be very romantic to wear warm clothes in these old, gorgeous streets. But during the summer, it's extraordinarily hot. And it's almost interesting how hot it gets. Because it's not a normal heat. It's like a really bright heat. My theory since I was a kid was it was all the coral rock refracting too much light or something. Because only the places that I was, like, decked out in coral rock where I'm, like, instantly blinded. Everything seems like, I don't know, too bright somehow. But it's gorgeous. One of my favorite places. Just to feel like a big old kid again, walking around a big historical patch like that. Live bait hook. I think. If I'm wrong. Please, please, please. Ignorance isn't bliss, because, like, not knowing anything is, like, oh, know nothing, be stressed by nothing, or whatever. Know nothing, worry of nothing. I don't know if that's the saying. But, no, it just means I don't know anything for sure, and I'm quite stoked on that. I don't mind. All is golden. So sometimes, I might seem naive, but what do I know? Not much, I'll tell you that. Like, in regards to, like, secrets of the universe, no clue. It's gonna be, like, a random few different sizes in there. Like, these weird guys. But it's cool, because, because, like, your bait will, like, want to pull it like this, maybe. But then maybe, like, when this gets hit, that goes, because, like, these, so you take one of these skirts, and bam, and then you put your bait, and then you could put hooks in that too, but then you put that here. It's really dark, I'm sorry, but do you want seafood that was caught with dolphins and sea turtles? Or do you want to just catch your own? And then you know it's from clean water. And you know it's a legal size. And not pregnant. Or something else that's like a moral mess. Fish responsibly. Got regulations for a reason. And the international waters are too close because the fish don't have a chance. It's just so barren feeling. It feels different. And it's only been like 5 years. I know that's a long time, believe me, I know. But, it's just totally different. And, yeah. And my dad was talking to people who was saying the exact same thing. They did see sailfish. Swordfish or sailfish, I forgot already. Anyway, this, bait, this. When they go after this, because that's moving, flashy, interesting, enticing. So they go after that, and this, and you're trolling. So you're in a boat, your boat's going, and you're trolling. When they go after this is right behind them, and it snags them. pretty gnarly, right? But gotta eat. I don't make the rules. And thankfully, like, I feel like the food has gotten to such a point of uselessness. It's not fuel, it's filler. And it's feed. It's not food, it's feed. Oh, I got angry. I'm sorry. It's not food, it's feed. I think that's a little clever. I'm not gonna to remember that somehow. I'm sure that's already a saying, but here, I'm gonna cut it here because it's been 42 minutes and my phone's probably overheating and my dad's up. So thank y'all for joining me. I'll probably be back in like an hour because I drank a lot of espresso. Their coffee maker's put up, but they have an espresso maker, and I'm just in paradise right now. Espresso and purple. Yeah. Love y'all. Oh yeah. I gotta show this again. Isn't that clever? And this. Another clever thing. And don't they look gorgeous together? If I were to wear this, I would definitely accessorize it with this. Even though they're not even related. But I just love that. That's so cool. Happy trails. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. And I'm gonna remember to grab my pole so I can show you. It was only $30. It was $46, but it was on sale. And they had a bunch of them on sale. They had a lot that I actually really want. And my dad gave me a few poles and gave me a long pole. I think it was like 7 feet. But I can finally get on that shore. Shoreline fishing is so fun because it's like the best. You're waist deep in the Atlantic. It's fishing. Like, I'm sorry. I'm done making. I'll always make jewelry, but I'm wearing a dress because I'm sorting tackle. You should see my fishing clothes. I don't know if y'all are prepared. I'm just so spent, and I gotta eat. Everyone I know has to eat, and I'm done with food. And Publix failed, all of us miserably, especially inland. Single Florida fish, but I try all these side hustles that are like art based because I really like making stuff and I'm gonna be making stuff anyway, but it's when I like pressure that into like a livelihood that it just loses its, because then I make stuff that I think will sell rather than stuff that I like. This is my dirty clothes pile. But so right now I'm just making stuff while I'm out and about in nature and finding more of it. This shell's from Blue Heron. There's some carnelian on it. And I could make